Hey, it's me, Guard, and Spike. And Spike's a little cold. It's kind of chilly out. But today is a special day. I've been waiting to make this video for a while. This is our 1-year video of owning our Coachmen Beyond. And I'm going to take you inside in a minute and show you some of the changes that we made. I'm going to tell you what I like about it and also the problems that we had with it. And just to let you also know that this is my RV. Debra and I own this RV. We bought it with our own money. We're not sponsored by anyone. I do make a little money off of my videos, and if anyone buys something off of Amazon and they use one of my links, I make a small little commission off of those. But other than that, this is just our van, so my opinions are honest opinions. They would be honest no matter what. Even if somebody gave me a van, I would still tell the truth. I mean, that's just me. But here we are. This is our van. So I'll give you a tour. So stand by. Well, one of the things I like about the van is Deb and I like to be kind of stealthy. I know that anybody that knows RVs knows it's an RV, but some people can be kind of fooled by it because of the changes that we've made to it. But just some of the changes that we made were for practicality and some were for stealthiness. But for example, I added a brush guard up front and I got a PIA light bar and some Rigid Industry fog lights, and this is just for my benefit. I also changed out the low beam headlights to LED bulbs, and they made a big improvement. Not as much as I'd like them to, but they made a nice improvement. I also removed all of the stickers. There's no warning stickers on the van. There's no thing that says Coachmen Beyond. All that's gone. Anybody that asks me, I tell them it's a Coachmen Beyond, and I actually get more people talk to me about the van because it doesn't have anything on it. If it said just Coachmen on it, they go, oh, it's a Coachmen. But people say to me, wow, is that an RV? And I say yes, and I tell them all about it. So it's kind of really in a way, I've actually get more publicity for Coachmen out of it, which is kind of interesting. But like I said, I've removed all these stickers off it. I did add a keyless pad up here, a little entry pad. This is pretty handy because we can just open the door without having to use a key fob. And on the back, and also, if you step back a little bit so you can see the side of the van, I'm talking to Deb, she's working the camera, there's one big difference. No awning. We took the awning off. I like the sleekness look. It just, to me, it looks a little stealthier. One of the problems that we did have with the van,
and we never used the awning.
Yeah, we never used the awning.
Yeah.
But one of the problems I had was a rattling exhaust pipe. This right here rattled, and that was taken care of. So that was one problem that we had on the outside. One of our problems. As far as the back goes, I took the bike rack and I turned it into a little storage box. I removed the rails, bolted this to it, and it works out really good. It gives us some extra space. I added this is called Spare Bumper. It's a company that sells those. It actually absorbs impact, so it's kind of helps you if you get rear-ended. But if you have a new 2020 chassis, it'll give you errors because it sees something back there. And I also added like a little line of fire type brake lights, so that'll just it just adds some extra brake lights for us. And I also removed all the Ford Transit and the 350 HD, all those emblems. And on this side, I took off the stickers. I added some little tiny gray stickers that say City Water, Fresh Water, and Black Flush. So that's all identified to what it is. And oh, and today in town, it's dumpster day. The city puts a dumpster out once a year or so, and everybody gets to bring stuff to the dumpster. stuff that normally doesn't get picked up, like bed mattresses. So one of the little modifications that I made was I made this little shelf in the back. It was a prototype, and I just haven't gotten around to making the actual real one because it works good. The prototype's working, so I'm just using that. And I just bought this bag off of Amazon. Still got the tag on it. I got my power cord in there. So back here I have some leveling blocks just to kind of raise it, because there's a bar back here, so it makes it level. And got some little road flares. These are pretty cool. I bought these off Amazon too. Just if you have to put a flare out on the side of the road, let's see, you know, it's a pretty neat little flare. So I got that.
Didn't a viewer suggest those?
Yeah, yeah. One of my viewers actually suggested those. She told me about these, and I got them, and I like them. They're pretty neat. They don't take up much space, and they're really bright. I haven't had to use them, thank goodness.
Those are the curtains to block out the back, which you can maybe show how they.
Yeah, this is pretty.
Mount.
I'll step up here.
They're kind of a prototype too, because the top is floppy.
Yeah.
But they work.
Yeah. Hey, look, a step bumper and a spike. Spike, don't pull me off the door. Okay, so these we just have some magnets. My first magnets, I had them stuck here, but they didn't stick real good. I got some ones that actually screw in. I used the screws that hold this panel on. Just throw them up there like that, and they're there. And we can also zip them together if we wanted to, but having them unzipped is nice. I also, by the way, I also added some reflective tape here.
Oh.
Okay, so
there's a neighbor.
There's one of our neighbors.
Hello, neighbor.
Hey, neighbor.
Hey,
what are you doing?
Making a video of my 1 year ownership.
1 year ownership, cool.
Yeah, so say hi to my viewers.
I love yours.
That's one of my neighbors. He's a great guy. So.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
Not sure. Y'all take care.
See ya. Okay, so I added some reflective tape here, and I also added a little piece of the corner up there. That way, if this door's open and you're on the side of the road, it's just a little extra reflectiveness. I like that. Put some reflective here, and that bumper, that thing right there is covered with reflective. It glows at night like you wouldn't believe. So let's go on inside now. All right, here we are inside, and just some of the few changes that we've made. Deb made some nice covers for the sofa, and it protects the sofa from toenails especially, and just dirt and everything. And she also made these really cool curtains. These are neat because they have a zipper in them, so you can just kind of put it up like this, or you can roll them up. I'd like to have some bigger magnets put in them to make it a little bit easier to hook them up, because you have to line these two little magnets up. But they go like that, which is pretty neat. So you just roll them up, and that way you can have an entire view. And then I also made some window screens. Oops. That's why the bigger magnets would be nice. Sometimes I was doing that quick. But I made these window screens, and they just go on with Velcro, and it keeps the mosquitoes out without having to use these screens, which they're okay. A lot of RVs have them. I'm just not too fond of them. We do also have the privacy here too. So there's that. I also added these anything baskets. These are kind of hard to find on Amazon. There was a couple black ones left the other day, which is unusual, but they make a nice little place to store stuff, flashlight, cables and stuff. I got one here, I've got one for Deb, and I've got one underneath the cabinet right here, where we keep our TV remotes and stuff. When you buy the RV, hey buddy, this is Spike, he's a special guy, but when you buy the RV, okay bud, hi. It comes with a lagoon table, and it's mounted on this leg right here. What do you want, Spike? Oh, God, he gets playful at times. Really? Really? So, I added an extra lagoon mount. Spike! And it's over here on this leg. Oh, Spike. Yeah. I don't know what. He gets real frisky sometimes.
It's play time.
Play. It's play. So anyway, I also took the, normally the table you would eat on is one of the boards that fit down here. I just took off that board and I put this little wooden one. We've actually had this little table now in 3 RVs. This is our 3rd RV because we had a Pleasure Way before this and a Road Track before that, and I used the same little table. So it's just kind of a little nostalgia, I guess you might say, for us. And then let's see what else back here. We have the 12-volt air conditioner. Ours works great. I have some little extra security cameras on magnets that I can put these out so I can keep an eye on Spike if we're out of the van. These are neat. Those are Wise cameras. I've got a pet monitor back here. Mine's called Nibble. It's called Waggle now. They changed names. That neat little baskets that kind of handy for putting stuff in. And let's see what else. Added some little command hooks. These are come in handy. Deb, we bought a I don't know what you call it. It's a drying mat, and we got some little cutting boards, some vinyl cutting boards, just to protect the induction cooktop in case something were to fall out of here. But we don't put anything heavy up above here. These are kind of cool. I bought that to hold the door shut because sometimes the bathroom doors will open, so you just run through there. It's a little like a wire tie. And then up front, oh, this is something that Deb made. She made these little like cloth bags to fit inside here just to keep stuff from falling through. So that's pretty neat. And then up front, I bought these seat covers. They fit really nice. They're like canvas. I got them off of Amazon also. They're really neat. And Deb made instead of using the curtains that come with it, I like the side ones with the windshield one. You know, I use a high-end Motorsports that I just keep rolled up over here instead of the big black one. But I like the side curtains. But most of the time we try to go for a stealthier look when we're parked. And if the cab's all closed off, it looks like somebody's sleeping in there. If it's open, it just looks like a van, in my thoughts. So we made a curtain that goes under here with magnets. So let me show you how that works. First you gotta do, come over here, buddy. Slide the seat over here, buddy. Slide the seats forward like that, and that way the curtain can hang good. And we just keep it down here. And it's a blackout curtain on one side. It's 2 layers, and some pretty cloth on this side. But all we gotta do is just take the magnets and put it up like that, and it goes up pretty neat. And then we have this one right here that Deb made. It matches.
You can put the top of the curtain into the attic. You had designed
we call that the attic up there.
And then you
roll
the
this
side
down.
one down and do the magnet on the side.
Yeah, it's got the magnet there.
Okay, it really
Just seals this off good.
it's a good seal. Keeps it warm, or warmer in here, or cooler, depending on the season.
And it's got a zipper too. So that comes in really handy. So those are some of the changes that we made inside. Oh, and Deb's really proud of this laundry basket here.
That's one of my favorite modifications. The laundry basket is not too big, and if you need to take it out to use the bathroom,
it's soft too.
Yeah, it's not difficult to just take it and throw it out into the foyer here. But while it's in there, I like it because it's a good place to keep the trash can. That way the trash can doesn't fall over and spill. Because we make a fair amount of trash, so I need to keep my trash can in here as opposed to in the drawer, because I would make a mess of the drawer if I kept my trash in there. So it's good to hold the trash can, and it'll hold dirty clothes to the side, and if you want, you can put your dirty clothes in a bag and put it in there. And also, it holds larger items that you don't want to spill, like, for example, a wine bottle. The other day we had a wine bottle, and I didn't want it to tip over, and there was really no good place to put it, so I just stuck it in there. I put it in a bag and put it in the clothes basket. And sometimes I buy souvenirs. I bought a Miro, small Miro. I kept it in the clothes basket. Sometimes I put Spike's dish in there when we're driving, his food dish.
Especially the water bowl, keep that in the bathroom.
Yeah, we always put his water bowl right there beside the clothes basket, because we noticed one time we had a wet spot on the floor under my seat, and it was because Spike's dish was sloshing. Yeah, so I'd rather keep it in the bathroom than I know it was Spike's dish and it wasn't something else. So we wondered about it for a while, but the only thing it could have been was Spike's dish sloshing.
Yeah. All right.
So that's my favorite mod, is the clothes basket.
Yeah. All right. On the refrigerator, I got a few, some of my travel blogs I follow. JC Journey says, "Not all who wander are lost. Get lost, the Pacific Northwest Adventurer. It's about time now." Fellow Coast Guard. And always on liberty. Got this at the Tampa show from a person there. But so anyway, that takes care of the stuff that we've done to the van, just in a high level. As far as the problems that we've had with this van, when we had a road trek and we had our Pleasureway, they were in the shop for long periods of times, like, you know, maybe 4 weeks, 5 weeks. I had to wait for parts. The times that we couldn't travel because the van was in the shop, or the Class C was in the shop. This van, I am thoroughly happy with it. We've had it now 1 year and a few days, actually, 21,000 miles, and I took it to Coachmen up in Middlebury. And that's a really cool thing, because Coachmen Class B division, I'm not sure about their other divisions, but for the Class B division, they actually have an in-shop repair center where you can make an appointment and you can drive your van up there and they'll fix it at the factory, where they have all the parts, they have the knowledge, and that is really, really a big plus. So we made an appointment. We had an issue where our BG160, that's a battery guard 160, would drop. And that's to protect your battery. If the voltage gets low, it just cuts the battery out so you don't drain your batteries too far. And I don't know why it would drop. Different theories. I'm not an expert on that, so I'd just say we had ours replaced, and the solenoid that goes along with it was replaced, and that was covered under warranty, and we haven't had any problems with it dropping out after that. As far as some other issues that we've had, they've been little minor things. The LED cabinet, there's a little LED strip back here, and I need to get that replaced because it's got a bad spot in it. That's just kind of common when it comes to LED ribbons. I got some little yellow spots that came up on the white wood. It doesn't really bother me. I don't know what it is. I think it just bled through something. So that's just a little appearance. It's no big deal. It doesn't affect anything. What else was there that was wrong? I forget. We said, oh, my propane gauge. It says I have a full tank, and I know I don't. So I got to get that looked at. And what else was there? There were just a couple little tiny things that weren't really even problems.
Oh, when we picked it up, they adjusted the
water pump. Yeah,
that was no big deal.
Yeah, the water pump would run a little.
Yeah,
and that was an adjustment, and it's kind of, I guess, wandered a little bit, so it needs to be adjusted again, because just every, like, 10, 20, 30 minutes, it just goes and like you have a leak or something, but there's not. So we gotta get that looked at. Oh, this is a really cool thing that we also had done to the van. We had an extra outlet put in right here. This is really handy because we can use this right here to make coffee, toaster, whatever, and just plug it in here and still have access to the sink. That's pretty neat. And let's see, what else was there? I think that's about it. Spike, we're really happy with this van. It's been a year, and like I said, 21,693 miles, I believe, is on the odometer when I looked at it. And it's been in the shop. Oh, when we took it to Middlebury, we went and stayed at their campground, and we got there the night before. I made a little tour of the place, and then I had an appointment for the next day. They said they'd be there like at 8 in the morning, So about 8 o'clock in the morning, guy drove up and says, we're here to get your van. He says, I'll take you to the customer lounge. And he drove us to the customer lounge. He drove off in our van. And I guess maybe about noon or so, because I think we ordered a pizza. So we had a pizza while we were there. There was a nice little place that delivered. And about noon or 1 o'clock, he comes up and says, it's all done. I said, well, thank you very much. And we toured Middlebury a little bit, spent the night at the campground again, toured Middlebury a little bit more the next day, and stayed at the campground again. And then we started our path home through, oh gosh, that's when we went through Michigan and everything. No, where did we go after that?
We went to West Virginia. Spent a week in West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia. We travel so much, I get confused sometimes. But so that's our Coachmen Beyond. It's a 22 CEB Li3 2020 model, and we're just thoroughly happy with it. It's been such a great little touring van for us. I mean, we enjoy it so much. If you have any questions or any comments, I'd love to hear them from you. But if you're not a member, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. But other than that, go out. I know it's COVID right now and a lot of places are closed down, but there's still a lot to see. And in a small van or even a Class C or even a Class A, you have your own little environment. You can travel and see stuff. So get out there and enjoy America. It's a wonderful country, and there's just so much interesting places to visit and so many things to see. So thanks a lot. Y'all have a great day and take care. See you next time. Bye.